Yeah. I know I'm late. I'm late. Let me not act like I'm on time. I'm on late. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? This is your man Theo Butler. I'm apologizing once again. I'm late. I know. This Ironheart video though. This Ironheart video. Bring your pen. Bring your paper. Bring your paper. Bring your pen. We going in. Bars. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Let me see right now. We at 0. Soon as we get to 2, that's gonna be a crew. We're gonna make it do what it's gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I don't think everybody been, I don't think folks been keeping it a buck. I don't think folks been keeping it 100. I think folks got their agendas and everything like that. Folks either want you to just go along with it or be mad at other folks. No, I don't. I want you to be informed. That's what I want you to do. I want you to be informed. You're going to make a decision. You're going to be mad at somebody. You're going to watch some stuff. I want you to don't take my word for it. Shout out to Top G1. She don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. No. You're going to do it yourself. So soon as we get folks in here and everything like that, we go, yep, this is going to be one of them episodes. Sorry, come on, you can't pull up. I know y'all, I apologize. My fault. I ain't even got no excuse. Yeah, I was asleep. I was asleep. And the alarm clock didn't go off. Either the alarm clock didn't go off, I didn't set it. One of the two. But I was asleep. But yeah, we gonna have this gonna be a great. At least I think it's gonna be a great show. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before and be wrong again. But I think we got something this time. I think we got something this time. Yeah. Kamoyo King pulled up. Grand Madam Tara pulled up. Yeah. Y'all probably tired of this whole Riri Williams, this, that, and the other, Ironheart, Disney Plus, MCU. You're probably tired. You remember back in the day when you could just go watch a show? And you ain't have to deal with all the stuff and everything like that. Back in the day, what we used to do? We used to go watch a show, right? Come to school, talk about it with your friends and everything, either during recess, lunchtime, and everything. Everything was good. Remember we used to talk about the Incredible Hulk, Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno? That's what we did at lunchtime. Then we used to talk about Linda Carter, Wonder Woman. I don't really think we talked about Nicholas Hammond, Spider-Man. But the thing is we talked about stuff. You can have fun. You remember we had the lunch boxes and stuff like that. And your thermos match your lunchbox. Remember that? Remember that? Well, like I'm no more. They made out of metal. Made out of metal. Yeah. That used to be the thing. That used to, you go to 7-Eleven, get you a little Slurpee or something like that, whether you got you a slushie or a soda, your superhero will be right there on the cup. Watch Spider-Man. I'm sorry, I said Spider-Man. I mean, you would watch the Electric Company. You watch the Electric Company, right? You watch the Electric Company. Spider-Man would never say nothing. You was hoping it. You know what? Why did the Spider-Man on the Electric Company look better than the Spider-Man that was on the TV show? Can y'all help me out with that one? I'm just gonna ask the question and everything like that. But we are in here. Like I said, we here. We gonna kick the show off. We got one. That is, technically speaking, that is enough to have some fun. It is. But we got 2. That's a crew. I ain't gonna waste it. I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna go ahead and jump all off into this thing. So Riri Williams came out last Tuesday. Yeah, last Tuesday. Okay. All right. I didn't watch it. Good thing. I lost my ish. Not tell him. We did a live last night. Not tell him, told me some of the stuff that was going on. No, he didn't tell me some of the stuff. He told me the stuff that was going on. Not tell him did. Rob, who is not understanding the vitriol, the toxic place that is TikTok and everything like that. He sees nothing wrong with it. He loves it. He loves it. Of course, Rob ain't me. And I'm not knocking Rob. I'm just, if you're not or where you gotta be careful. And you talk about these characters like all they are just characters. No, their writing means something, representation means something. And you, as a comic book historian, you're not doing a great job in pointing out the differences between the two. This is where I come in. I don't even want to do this video. I don't want to do this video. I'm not watching the TV show. I have the action figure. It's not my favorite character. I don't want to do this video. But when I look at the amount of social media influencers telling you to be mad, when I look at the amount of social media influencers telling you that folks that don't like this are racist, I'm not talking about the Proud Boys, the Genus. The Genus, they gonna be Genus. They're gonna be Genus. But what I wanted to do today was what I'm going to do today is let you make the decision for yourself. I'm gonna read some stuff to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. But what we're not gonna do is go off this thing where, because as somebody said today on Facebook, that's basically the same character in the comics. That is so far removed from the damn truth. This what you watching ain't a damn thing. And I wish folks would just come on out and say it as far as being the get along game, but some of your favorite influencers ain't told you a damn thing in regards to this character other than to be mad, other than ain't nothing wrong. I'm looking at folks saying, well, when did stealing become irredeemable? This was before Not tells me what took place in the first three episodes. I'm not understanding what's going on. Okay, when I looked at Rob's video last night and I saw what she was doing, I'm saying to myself, well, maybe the folks that's saying she shouldn't be irredeemable, maybe y'all aren't necessarily telling the truth. She didn't do none of that ish in the damn comics. I see why folks sitting up there looking at her sideways and everything. Why y'all not saying that? Don't worry about it. I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. You're cooling the gang in the background on the fire truck singing Misled. Conversation is going wild. People, yeah, it's going. So here we go. Riri'S, y'all ready? Let's go. First of all, I want to thank y'all for putting up. It's Sunday. Y'all ain't have to do this. If y'all haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit that, because y'all know once I get started, I don't want to say my voice is hypnotic. Maybe it's the knowledge, but we gonna forget to hit that like button. So let's go ahead and hit that like button right now. We got Kamoyo King. Welcome to the chat. Please pay attention. Grand Madam Tarot, my spiritual advisors in the building. And D. Steezel, LOL, Spidey did look better on the election company. He did, didn't he? So what I decided to do was, now mind you, I use this site for part of my research. I don't rely on it, but I do use it. It's Marble Wiki. Now, how would I get there? I want to research Riri'S, right? So if I just type in Riri'S in my search bar, I'm gonna get the MCU version. But see, the movie version, the cinematic version, the live action version is based on the character in the comics, right? So that's whose origin I want. So I'm gonna type in Riri'S 616. Now, when I type in Riri'S 616, I get Marvel Fandom, Riri'S Earth, in parentheses, 616. So let's go here. Now I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna do this. Now, mind you, this is available. It's free. Rather than anybody having an argument with anybody about anything regarding Riri'S, you can go look at it for yourself. What I found is that either A, we ain't checked, or B, we don't care. That is our imagery. That is our representation. That is our love. That is our loyalty. So let's take a look. See what we find out here. Once again, I want to thank y'all for pulling up. Y'all didn't have to. Could have been anywhere else. Riri Williams, Earth 616. Name Riri Williams. Yeah. The short bus is what we on today. We on the short bus. I'm on it with you. I'm on the short. We on the short bus. I feel like we got to be on the short bus. Grand Madam Tarot said what she had to say in her statement last night. There's some danger there if we're talking about Gen Z. And Gen Z, though, that's our future, right? Right. Well, I'm hoping I can, at the very least, wake somebody from Gen Z up. Because I ain't seen nobody, ain't heard nobody from Gen Z be woke yet. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I feel like I'm in the minority. I feel like Lawrence Fishburne's character in School Days. That's what I feel like. I feel like Lawrence Fishburne's character in School Days. And if I look around to see who I got with me, I got my brother Daryl, I got Kamoyo, right, and I got Mr. Ray Smith. I do. I'm concerned because I see how they moving. They walk it like they talk it, right? But it's us. I know for a fact how they walk it. they walking it like that. They are. It's full. And so I'm looking at the rest of the school, and we had an HBCU too. That's what make this. That's what make this other disturbing. We had a damn HBCU, and I'm looking at us like. So we gonna come together every February. We got fraternities, we got sororities, rocking African stuff, folks calling each other names, kings, queens, N's, B's, and everything like that. I'm like, and I'm looking at Mr. Ray Smith, I'm looking at Kamoyo, and I'm looking at Darren. I'm like, we really are having conversations going up on each other about good, about bad hair. Yeah, we doing that. Yeah, we just did this with Aaron Pierre not too long ago. Colorism. Damn it, that's what they was talking. When did School Days come out? When did it come out? You got brothers and sisters walking around here going off on other brothers and sisters for knowing the correct usage of the word woke. When did School Days come out? Because every brother and sister at that HBCU wasn't walking like Lawrence and his crew. Everybody wasn't doing that. And Lawrence and his crew got in trouble, accosted by other black folks for walking like that. Wasn't Samuel L. Jackson in that movie? Yeah. Didn't they meet outside of KFC? Yeah. Didn't them brothers want to fight? For what? Because one of y'all chose to go to school and the other one didn't. You know what? Society don't give a damn. Why? Because you're both black. Don't see no damn difference. We the only ones splitting hairs and every day. You got the damn FBA. What is an FBA? Here we go. Here's the test that black folks need to think about it. We got an SUV. Yeah, give me black folks from all across the world, every damn country, load their ass up in the SUV, watch the racist pig pull them over, see if he gonna sift through them. No, he gonna call y'all all the same damn thing. Y'all all gonna get the same damn treatment. It don't matter where you from. It don't matter what your damn accent is. It don't matter whether you talking about you an atheist, spiritualist, Christian. It don't damn matter. You're the same person to the racists. You think coming up with a new title to describe yourself every 5 to 6, 10 damn years gonna make you special? No. As far as the racist is concerned, you're still an N. The PhD don't matter. The clicks and likes don't matter. Your accomplishments in life don't matter. You saying boss to them don't matter. The country you come from don't matter. The language you speak don't matter. You black. You just think your blackness makes you better than another black person. It's at no time in history. at no time in history. So yeah, we're gonna get into this thing. Once again, like I said, I thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all didn't have to do that. Yeah, I'm on one this morning. I'm sorry, this afternoon. I'm on one. You see me? Shout out to Plant Poppy. I got my coffee. We're gonna get into this thing though. We are. You see, I hope y'all, at the very least, pulled up what I pulled up so you can see where we getting ready to start from. But we gonna make it do what it's gonna do. Absolutely. Who we got? Now tell them they pulled up. Salute to the tribe. Ryder Maverick then pulled up. What's going on? Thank y'all so much for pulling up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make it do what it's gonna do. Name: Riri'S. Current alias: Ironheart. Code names. Turn this notification down. Aliases, other code names: Lady Ironheart. Let's see here. Editorial names: Invincible Iron Man. Wow, that's an alias of hers. Cobalt Man, that's crazy. Affiliations, that's who she kicked the bobo with, who she hang out there in them streets with and everything like that. You black, you understand what I'm saying, right? I ain't talking to nobody slow. The champions. Yeah, not the champions when we grew up, and I'm talking about Generation X baby boomers, not our champions. No. This is a teenage group. Formerly partner of Tony Stark, artificial intelligence. The Red Room. Yeah, the Red Room. And the Underground. Yeah. Did you know she was affiliated with it? No, you ain't getting none of that in the MCU. Keep telling me what does or doesn't matter. You gonna keep getting tricked. Keep saying what does or doesn't matter. Keep wanting to be angry all the damn time and not know what you being angry about. You gonna live a short life. Staying angry. That takes life. That takes years off your life, right? Anger includes stress. And I don't know if we know this, but stress is the number one deleter for folks like men, because we tend to be healthy by and large, unless if we're going to go get ourselves checked out. Right. Well, the heart disease, because we stressing, that's what get us up out of here. Colon, heart disease. Her parents. Wow. Because I know Rob didn't even know the relationship that she had with her stepfather. He was just some guy. Tells you how much he cares, right? I said that ain't even my character. But who you taking your listening advice from? Because he want folks to watch it. He don't give a damn. He don't give a damn about the cat. He don't give a damn about her AI. He can't tell you the reason why her AI gets on his last damn nerves. Isn't her AI her best friend? See, I'm not a Riri Williams fan, but isn't her AI her best friend? And wasn't her best friend deleted in the same drive-by as her stepfather that Rob, Comics Explained, and everybody else, the Glazers and the AP and the ABPs can't even be bothered to tell you about? Yeah. Rob don't care. That's her best friend. Got deleted the same time her stepfather did. And mind you, that's the second male figure she's lost. Her father passed right after she was born. Damn. And then your stepfather, whom you see as your father, he and your best friend are deleted. Did you get that? Because that would have been an impactful moment. Did you even see her develop the relationship with her stepfather, where that connection matters? The reason she calls herself Ironheart is because she's had to have a heart of iron to deal with. Just think about this for a second. She's lost her best friend, her biological father, and her stepfather, and she ain't even grown. She's dealing with abandonment issues. Anybody talk to that yet? Anybody speak to that yet? Or they just telling you how to feel? No, no, no. We're not doing this over here with the Rock With Me Nation. We're not doing this over here with I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying. We're not going to sit over here and be emotionally manipulated. But with everybody telling you to either A, watch it because ain't nothing wrong with it, or B, everybody that don't watch it is a racist. Have they told you any damn thing like this? Have they got down to the damn details regarding the character yet? Those is telling you it's basically the same damn character. Have they got down to the nitty gritty yet? Because what they're relying on is you not reading. Yeah, we're called influencers for a reason. And Daryl, my brother, just did a video the other night. What am I trying to influence you to do? Well, see, it's a difference over here with me and Daryl. We trying to influence you to educate, to go learn. Everybody else, go spend some money. Hate somebody. Dislike. They're not telling you why. That's no different than somebody telling you, hey, such and so is out there talking ish to me and everything like that. And they yay big and this wide. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Your friend ain't telling you they the one started the fight. So now you finna go out there, don't know what the hell going on and everything, and get lumped up because you listening to somebody that don't really give two damns about you. Parents, Demetrius Williams. That's the biological father. Mother, Ronnie Williams. Gary. Yes, Rob. His name is Gary. The EMT, you couldn't remember the relationship. This ain't me being toxic. This is me saying, if you're not going to be knowledgeable, don't speak. If you're not going to be knowledgeable, don't speak. And as a comic book head, if you're not going to tell the specific differences between what's going on in the comics and the character, if that character ain't black, by all means, speak like you want to. That character black, I'm holding you accountable. Siblings. Yeah, she got a sister. You seen her? You seen her sister? Because her mama and sister still alive. Have you seen them? Yeah, she got a sister named Sharon. I know damn good and well I ain't see her in Black Panther 2. Do you even know who Sharon is? Do you care? See, that's the thing right there. See, I can tell you all this good information. It don't matter if you don't care. But see, here's the thing. Like back in biblical times, I don't care who don't care. I don't care if you don't care. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those who care. See what I'm saying? And when those who care get this message, get this information, they gonna move accordingly. Those that y'all that don't care, you're gonna be stuck in neutral. I'm not gonna double back. I'm not. I'm not. So, gender, she's a female, right? Height, 5'2" outside the armor, 5'9" inside the armor. Weight, 100 pounds. Hell no. I'm stopping that right there. What you saying, Theo? No. Because see, my 13-year-old daughter is 5'2". I'm sorry, 5 feet. And y'all have seen her. She weighs 130 pounds. I don't know where y'all getting y'all height measurements from and everything like that, but a black woman, young lady, being 5'2", weighing 100 pounds, look anorexic as hell. She not healthy. In our culture, we gonna say that child need to eat. She need to go spend some time with her grandparents and everything like that. So maybe I need to come in here and edit this part right here, but I don't know why in the hell y'all think, no, here's what you're not accounting for. I got 4 daughters. You saying 100 pounds. Well, that's because you're not used to your daughters carrying weight anywhere else. Our daughters got weight in they hips, their thighs, Yeah. And their gluteus maximus. Yeah, that's like 10 additional pounds right now. Then we talking about our daughters and their upper torso. Yeah. Your daughters may or may not. And that's a fact of life. That's why we got surgery out here. Ours, no, that's coming. That's coming. A sister 5 feet tall, she carrying 30 pounds of weight that ain't got a damn thing to do with nothing else. So yeah, I got to throw a flag on that one. I don't know. No, any sister that weight is 5'2", 100 pounds, she trying to gain weight. I don't even think Sha'Carri Richardson this small. I don't. Y'all need to stop this line. All right, let's keep party rolling though. Just figured I'd throw that out there. Weight 100 pounds outside the armor. Inside the armor, 250. Eye color, brown. Hair, black. Origin, she's human. Yeah, she's human. Her living status, she's alive and well. Reality, Earth 616. Earth 616. Her identity is public. What that mean? Everybody know who she is. she can't go nowhere and just say her name Riri. Oh no, we know you Ironheart. Yeah. You Ironheart. You say you Riri. We know you got a suit of armor with you. What else we got here? Citizenship, American. She's an American citizen. All right. Occupation, scientist, inventor, engineer. Education, MIT. She dropped out. Why is that significant? Because she wasn't kicked out. She dropped out. She dropped out to do what? Pursue her career as a superhero. Yeah, that's the real right. She didn't get kicked out. She didn't get kicked out. She quit. Her mama didn't want her to quit. You know who in the comics told her mama, hey, she gonna do what she gonna do. Might as well support her. It was Tony Stark. You see Tony Stark? No, you ain't. Why? Cause he gone? Ain't Pepper still there? Is not Pepper still alive and well in the MCU? See, that's another connection. Aren't both of them women? Female, if you will? Right. Well, is it Riri low-key? Isn't her technology based off of Tony? Yep. Pepper ain't doing nothing. Is Pepper not still head of Stark Industries? So Pepper not trying to see what's going on? Wasn't Pepper around doing the first Iron Man movie when he was trying to get back second movie, when he was trying to get back all of what he thought was stolen Stark technology? So all of a sudden, because he's gone, that's no longer a concern? That can't be. Wouldn't they get ready to put James Rhodes, Don Cheadle in a Disney Plus series entitled Armor Wars? You ain't getting that. Yeah, they're not telling you that. They're not telling you that. But let's keep going. Creators: Brian Michael Bendis and Mike Deodato. Two are crazy. Her first appearance, Invincible Iron Man Volume 3, Issue 7, came out March 2016. What movies came out March 2016? I'm sorry. What movies came out 2016? Oh, Captain America Civil War. So she made her debut prior to Infinity War and Endgame. Crazy. Because they came out in 2018, didn't it? Yeah. Her first appearance was in Invincible Iron Man Volume 3, Issue 7, March 2016 as Riri Williams. She would make her debut as Ironheart in Invincible Iron Man Volume 4. The very next volume, issue 3, January 2017. When Infinity War come out. When Endgame come out. Hell, I'll go you one better. Since we want to do this whole dadgum Riri Williams thing, right? The character came out in 2016, right? Right. When did the first Black Panther movie come out? Since we want to tie her to Wakanda, right? Right. Why she wasn't around in the first Black Panther movie? Yeah, see, I really am like Steve Rogers. I literally could do this all day. It's easy, especially when you know folks been lying all across the fence. They've been lying. But now you either care or you don't. Because I done seen some folks, oh, it's basically the same. Really? Have we got basically the same yet? Let me know when we get basically the same damn character. This is from Peter, a quote from Peter. They like to put this on Marvel Wiki, but this just goes to support the statement that I made. She dropped out of school because she wanted to be a superhero. I know that look. I had it a lot when I was your age. There's no stopping you. I want you to run because you don't have your armor, but you won't because you're a hero. Yeah, that's Peter telling Riri, you need to dip. You ain't got your armor. Riri like, no, I ain't going nowhere. Peter like, I get it. I get it. With great power comes great responsibility. And you're not moving. You're not moving because you're a hero. That's Peter Parker saying that Riri Williams possesses the essence of a superhero. You got that yet? Has any other superhero went out there yet to vouch for her as a superhero, or is the hood vouching for her as a criminal? And are you being told by influencers it's okay? Let me know when we get to she's basically the same character. History, early life. Before I jump into that, I'm going to keep up with these notes. Like I said, y'all could have been anywhere else this Sunday. Y'all didn't have to pull up, but we here. We are here, so we gonna make it do what it's gonna do. We got Flash by Night, Kamoyo, my fellow devil dog in the building. Bendis tried, but he ain't eating like that. That's coming from Flash by Night. Now tell him, oh, we're about to learn something today, more than what 3 episodes in one movie could ever tell you about Riri. Absolutely, and I'm gonna tell you where to go get it. Like I said, Marvel Wiki. Go to your browser on your smart device, type in Riri Williams 616. Why everybody and their mama telling you how to feel, what they're not telling you to do is where to go learn. We're gonna stop that. We're gonna stop that. Like the pastor say, read it for yourself. Form your own conclusion. Flash by Night. Her AI was pretty much her only friend. The only reason she's social with anybody. Facts, that's her best friend. Salute to the tribe, Ryder Maverick. So let's keep the party rolling. Because we're not going to offer no excuses. We're not going to offer no explanation. We're going to tell you what the book say. Now, mind you, as I alluded to earlier, Marvel Wiki is a starting point for my research. I don't rely on it. I don't rely. There have been times where I have read Marvel Wiki and it did not line up with what was in the comic books. You're able to go find the comic books because Marvel Wiki does a great job in telling you events that happen in certain comic books. It's kind of like writing a term paper. They will have footnotes. They will have the issues. They will have her list of appearances. They will have her list of mentions. All you have to be willing to do is put in the legwork and go see if what Marvel Wiki saying matches up with what's in the comic book. It's not always a given. What I can tell you is that in this particular instance, Marvel Wiki matches up with the comic books. Why? Because I went to go see. I already knew it wasn't the same character in the comic books. Can't be, because the character in the comic books didn't go to Wakanda. So off the rip, that's a lie. You might like it, but that's a lie. You ain't getting that. And mind you, you ain't getting that lie over here though. You're not getting anything that negatively impacts a character over here. Peter didn't have to be Tony's mentor to be loved, admired by millions across the world. He was already that. But now, since folks got him linked up with Tony and every damn thing like that, now everybody in their mind, oh, Peter. Peter is his own damn man. Peter don't need Tony for a damn thing other than that damn armor, Spider-Man armor. Peter do his own stuff. So, early life. Riri was born shortly after the death of her father. Well, I know you ain't got that. She grew up in the South Shore neighborhood of Chicago, Illinois. That's not the slums. That's not the slums. I know, I looked it up. That's a nice neighborhood. That's a decent neighborhood. That ain't the slums. So this whole thing about her hard upbringing, that ain't what that is. You either care or you don't. But every black child's story is not a struggle. It ain't. Riri Williams was born shortly after the death of her father, Riri Williams Sr. She's named after her father. They tell you that. I'm just asking. I know we don't really talk about black fathers like that over there in the MCU, but she's named after her father. It either matters or it doesn't to you when we're talking about character development, right? Right. It either matters. It's crazy because I done watched quite a few interviews. I'm gonna say quite a few reviews. Folks telling folks to be mad, doing a review in about 4 or 5 minutes and everything, getting all the clicks, and you just chime in and oh, okay, and you go along with it. She grew up in the South Shore neighborhood of Chicago, Illinois, living with her sister Sharon, their mother Ronnie, and their stepfather. When Riri was 5 years old, behavior problems led her parents to consult a child psychologist. What behavior problems? The same behavior problems that all brilliant children have. The work that they're being given isn't enough to keep them engaged. We're not going to act like there's a criminal element to that. No, we're not going to do that. When Riri was 5 years old, behavior problems led her parents to consult a child psychologist who certified Riri as a super genius. You get that? At the psychologist's recommendation, Riri's parents looked into special care to foster her abilities while also giving her emotional support. Wow, loving family. You get that? But she just a struggle. She just a struggle bunny. It's up to you to care. There's 3 groups out there. Don't none of them give a damn. Don't none of them give a damn. You got one group, want they BMF. You got another group, they just want to consume stuff. You got another group, don't give 2 damns. Which one you fall in? It's a 4th group out there. It's a 4th group out there. I belong to that group. Which group do you belong to? Are you the ones that's mad? Are you the ones that's just consuming and don't give 2 damns? Yeah, just straight like that. Straight like that. I ain't trying to offend nobody today, but it's straight like that. You either the group that's mad, you either fall into the group that's mad, you fall into the group that's gonna consume, you don't give a damn. You gonna watch whatever you want to watch. I ain't mad. I'm just telling you, we know that's what you're doing. Then you got this group over here, all you gonna do is insult every damn thing that ain't male and white. I know which group Rob falls in. Rob falls into the consume. I just want to consume because all he want to do is just see superheroes live action. He don't care necessarily about accurate portrayal. I just want to see superheroes live action. You got this group over here. You say anything about a black superhero, they finna scream racism. You say anything negative about a black superhero, they gonna scream racism. This group over here, like I said, you don't fall into that group. It's one of these two right here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, this group behind me is kind of small. This group that I'm a part of, it ain't as big as I once thought it was. It's not. It's not. And you know what? That's reality. That's reality. So when folks start saying stuff like, well, when we gonna get the T'Challa recast? You're not the way you want it, because you don't hold no power, because you still consuming. I said 2-3 years ago, you act like Marvel is not watching folks on the message board. You bust your ass, work so damn hard to become one of those notable influencers and everything like that. Now you become a mouthpiece of the people. Well, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Now you speaking for the people. But what are you saying? What are you saying? And are you really caring about the people, or are you caring about yourself? Are you caring about the fandom, or are you caring about yourself? See, if you want T'Challa recast, then you must be prepared to do any and every damn thing to get that character recast. It ain't got to be T'Challa. It could have been another character, but you're not. Stop lying. At the very least, stop lying to yourself. You're not prepared to do what it takes to get the job done. Stop lying. It's easy to see how we moving. It's easy to see how we're conducting ourselves. We don't move like we're a pissed off fan base. We never did. So stop asking about T'Challa. Stop going on social media board arguing about Damson Idris Elba, Aldous Hodge, and whosoever, because you don't care. And they know you don't care, which is why they keep putting misinformation out there. They know you don't care, which is why they play it in your face in regards to the damn video game, because they know you don't care. Not only do you not care, you don't know. There's no way in hell they could have put out a damn series like that in regards to no white superhero, and that character ain't falling along the lines of the way the character is supposed to be represented. All hell would have broke loose. We ain't prepared to do that. There's a damn difference between how we move in regards to the misrepresentation of Ironheart and how Moon Knight fans moved. Moon Knight fans lost their ish. Let it be known when they were getting ready to put Mark Spector out there and were not going to acknowledge the fact that he was Jewish. You know it. I know it. It made its rounds on social media board. What did Marvel do? Rush to get that in there to satisfy a community. We'll never get that. We lack the intestinal fortitude. We do. We do. We do. It's way too many of us saying there's nothing wrong with Ironheart. You know what? That statement is true if that character is written like that in the comics. But as comic book fans, comic book historians, comic book experts, I see way too many of us signing off on that trash. You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. You don't want to say it like that. You don't want to look at it like that. You part of the problem. If you're still getting on the bus during the Montgomery bus boycott and you're black, you're part of the problem. You know it's a protest going on. You know why that protest is going on. You still getting on the bus because you got to get to work. You ain't the only one. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They were not. That was fan outrage flash by night. That's why it seemed rushed. That was fan outrage that got him to be Jewish. Because fans, knowledgeable fans, Jewish people, Moon Knight fans was clocking it. And they showed their ass. We ain't got it like that. And this ain't me being mad. This is me just letting us know, stop. I see how we moving. I don't know if you think you fooling. You're not fooling me. You might be fooling yourself. But you're not fooling me. I see how we move. I see how we move. They see how you move. What you're thinking is, you're thinking how you move doesn't affect the movement. Yes, it does. Yeah, you're part of the movement, right? That's what you're telling people, right? Well, when you do stuff like this, you negatively impact the movement. What you think? They wasn't watching? Sometime during elementary school, Riri declared to her teacher that she knew what she wanted to do in life, become a scientist, but was dismayed when the teacher encouraged her, as Riri wanted to be told she couldn't do it just for the sake of proving others wrong, and was angered when her teacher informed her that such attitudes toward Black people and women had long passed. In essence, Riri wanted her teacher to tell her, you will never be nothing in life. And her teacher like, I'm not going to tell you that. Sweetie, you can be whatever you want to be. Damn it, that ain't what I wanted you to say. I wanted you to challenge me. Sweetie, it's a different day and age. It's a different day and age. Just for the sake of proving others wrong, and was angered when her teacher informed her that such attitudes towards Black people and women had long passed, angrily glaring at her teacher until the teacher reluctantly and half-heartedly told her. Teacher didn't want to tell her this, but she see Riri getting mad at her. Like, oh, so you, okay. Now, kudos to the teacher. I wish we had more teachers like that were knowledgeable about what our children independently need from them to be encouraged to go forth and succeed. Of course, that's a loaded question because teachers ain't really being paid like that. Then we got a WWE wife sitting up there as the board of education. I don't know what the hell we got going. Anyway, the teacher reluctantly and half-heartedly told Riri she would never be Tony Stark, to which Riri eagerly set out to prove her wrong, motivating her towards the superhero life. I know damn good well you didn't get that in Black Panther. I know I watched it. And I told me about the 3 episodes. Grand Madam Tarot told me about the 3 episodes. Top G1 told me about the 3 episodes. And ain't nobody said a damn thing about this here. Riri's level of intelligence caused her to retreat inside her own mind and become an introvert. Abandonment issues will have something to do with that too. 2 fathers, best friend. Yeah, let's go. She met her only friend, Natalie Washington. Here we go. When she was 10 years old. Yeah, Rob, that's her best friend. Now, y'all excuse me for a second, because see, because folks aren't Black, they act like we don't have a life. But see, what I'm about to do is I'm going to get personal. My best friend is Nick Thomas. He passed away the same year the PlayStation 2 came out. I would love to have Nick around as an artificial intelligence. And I wouldn't give 2 damns how anybody felt about it. Right? Right. Because that's my best friend. And we've had best friends. I like to think that we've all had a best friend. And if you're fortunate, your best friend is still there to kick the ball. But some of us don't have our best friends with us, do we, Rob? No, some of us have lost our best friends, haven't we, Rob? Haven't we? And if the option was there to have our best friend around, at the very least, as artificial intelligence, we jump at the chance when we Rob. Wouldn't we? See, the hypocritical thing is knowing that when you have a best friend, there's always something you keep to remember that best friend by, regardless of what it is, whether it's something serious, whether it's something silly. You don't give 2 damns if it irritates somebody all day, every day, twice on Sunday. That's a memory of your best friend. You know something about that, don't you, Rob? So even in that moment, when you're doing your review, saying we need to talk about Ironheart, you're not able to tap into the character. You're not black. Should have been able to, though, because you and the character both have something in common. You both have lost best friends. Went straight over your head. Know why? Because you don't see yourself in that character. Thus, what the character goes through, y'all could have been going through the same damn thing. You're never going to lock in like that. You're going to dismiss it because you're not black. You made fun of it, Rob. You laughed at it. Well, the character Riri is missing her friend. That's pain. She's dealing with abandonment issues. When do we get to laugh at you like that? Never. It's a teachable moment. You laughed at it. Why? Because you're not us. And in not being us, you can't appreciate that for what it is unless it applies to you. But you never going to think that the black person empathizes with you. Because you can't empathize with us. Yeah, that whole stuff about Riri should be the next Black Panther. Let me keep up though. Riri's level of intelligence caused her to retreat inside her own mind and become an introvert. She met her only friend, Natalie Washington, when she was 10 years old. After Riri caught Natalie's attention while working at her open garage on some inventions meant to hopefully help superheroes someday. A year after that, Riri was given a scholarship at MIT. Tragedy struck Riri when she was 13 years old. While having a picnic at Marquette Park, Riri, her family, and Natalie were caught in a line of fire when a drive-by shooting hit some bystanders. Even though Riri was unscathed, both Natalie and Riri's stepfather were hit by a stray and deleted. That's an impactful moment. That's an impactful moment. That's a life-altering moment. It goes to show why the character moves the way the character does. That's character arc, story development, and that's important story development. That doesn't need to be glazed past in a flashback scene. Not like that. No, because that would tell you exactly why that character moves like that, which would apply to real world conditions. I would have liked to thought that either the Glazers or the ABBs would have spoke on that, would have alluded to that, but you're too busy telling people to watch, or you're too busy telling people to be angry. What you're not doing is teaching. Keep up with these notes, and then we're gonna get up into building the first suit, building her first suit. Benny was recast to Charles too. Hey, rest in peace, Benny. Yeah, Rob lost his best friend a year ago. He would take AI comics. Yes, he would. Yes, he would. He absolutely would. I would too. That's the inconsistent, inhumane thing about his comments. You know damn good and well what that is. The thing is we don't want to, it ain't too many of us want to do what I'm doing. For whatever reason. We will let somebody misspeak. Well, I was hurt when Benny was, I was hurt. Benny is him. Rob is too. But unlike Rob, I was able to feel Rob's pain. I don't have to be a woman to lock in with a woman. I ain't got to be gay to lock in with a gay person. We're human. We're human first. Before all of that comes into play, we're human first. Rob ain't never looked at it like that. He ain't. I watched his video the other day when he talked about when he, Benny, and another person met up, and Benny was talking about, I got to get some food for my wife. Benny never made it home. I don't ever want my wife to go through anything like that. So I'm able to lock in. Rob lost his best friend. I lost my best friend before Rob did. My best friend was married, just like Rob's best friend. Rob, that hurt never goes away. There will be moments going forward in your life, and I'm telling you, because I've been there, you just gonna break down for no reason. A straight thought, something is going to remind you of Benny, and you're gonna have to step off because you're finna lose it. See, that's what it's like to be empathetic about what somebody's going through. I ain't ever got to meet you. I ain't ever got to talk to you. I know there are going to be times in your life going forward, you're going to need a hug, big guy. For no reason. You're going to need a hug. And at that moment, you would like to think that there's somebody going to be around you that can look in your eyes and be sympathetic and empathetic and lock in with what you're feeling and say, hey, it's going to be all right. I'm able to say that because I'm not a part of the get along game. I'm able to see that because I see the humanity in all these characters. I'm able to say that because I understand that these characters aren't just fictional characters. They're representations. They're not here just for our enjoyment. We're supposed to be learning something. We are. And Rob, you know that. Keep up with my notes here. Black Shogun, Gary's death probably hit Riri because of being an introvert, was a little harsh on Gary trying to socialize with her. She suffered from abandonment issues. I be trying to tell folks, if the child that loses a parent and a best friend is dealing with abandonment issues for the rest of their life, and if you don't know what that is, you don't know what you're talking about. See, you can't, if you don't know how that affects a child, you can't necessarily put that in the story because you subject to have that child react the wrong way. Ask me. When did Riri lose her stepfather? Age 13. That's when she lost her best friend. Ask me. Why not? Anybody else in the Rock With Me Nation lose a parent at that age? Oh, Riri lost Natalie. Okay. My mom was pregnant. Ask me. Ask me what that's like. I might be one of the few people that can tell you what Riri was dealing with at the age of 13. Because you might not know. Ask me. Damn what they wrote. Ask me. Rob Law, the targeting of black films, and this is from Black Shogun. Thank you so much for putting up Black Shogun. The targeting of black films and diverse creators in digital spaces, attacking black movies by white nationalists, particularly through tactics like browser bombing. This project was attacked early. It was. But now, watch this. If you know the character, you're not locking in with them. Very early on, the angry black people and the Proud Boys and the Glazers were in full effect. So if we're saying attack, it got attacked by 3 different demographics. You had the angry black people saying, just watch it. But when do we do that? Just watch something just because it's black. That's it. Because I don't watch stuff just because it's funny. It's got to be my type of funny. I don't watch stuff. I do not watch stuff just because it's got white people in it. No, if it interests me, it interests me. If it don't, it don't. Over here, the angry black people, just watch it. So damn the character development, damn the story writing, damn the acting. Just watch it. If you don't watch it, you don't like black people. That was a whole statement. If you don't like it, you don't like black people. Then you got the Glazers. They're not going to tell you anything informative. They're not going to tell you why you might want to lock in with the character, well, they're gonna tell you it's fine. Well, that's just like telling me, hey man, you want this funnel? You want to go get a funnel cake? Yeah. You don't want to tell me how much it costs? I like me some funnel cake, but you don't want to tell me how much it costs? Because I ain't finna pay $20 for no damn funnel cake. Who paying attention to the Proud Boys or the Gen Oops? We didn't pay attention to them when it came to the first Black Panther movie, 2.1. And when I say we, I mean the viewing audience. We didn't pay attention to them. Black Panther 2, 800 million. When I say we, who? The viewing audience. The Proud Boys said what they said, did what they did, attacked. Nobody gave two damns. Nobody gave two damns. So you right. A lot was going on, but it wasn't just for one demographic. And I think that's the unfortunate part of this conversation. We don't want to have that. We don't want to talk about it. It's 4 different groups. It is. It's 4 different groups. But let me get on back on over here. Building the first suit. Because I heard she stole it. What started as a challenge for herself ended up becoming a secret project to create her own suit. After reverse engineering technology from the outdated Iron Man armor model 41, Riri started creating her own prototype version of the Iron Man armor. Now, if we want to call her a thief, I don't think this would be the part that folks would have an issue with. Using mainly stolen material from campus. When security caught notice of her suspicious activities, Riri decided to don the suit of armor and fly away. Are we really calling her a thief? If that's how that's portrayed? Because I know why folks are saying there's a criminal element. That ain't it. Are we really calling her a thief if she's written like that? Is there any conversation out there talking about she's irredeemable if what she's doing is going to school at MIT as she was written, harvesting parts from the school like she did when she was written, and building her own suit of armor at the school, being discovered by guards? Are we really calling her a criminal? Is that what's put out there in the ether if she's written like that? I doubt it. I doubt it. And all the angry Black people, they're never going to speak on this. What they gonna tell you, oh, when has someone being a criminal been a big damn deal? I get it. We got one in the White House right now, but you can't try it. You can't do that, can you? You can't do that. You know, doing somebody else's term paper is illegal, right? You get kicked out of school for that. She didn't do that in the comics. She didn't. So what's the defense? Unless you just want Black folks to accept any damn thing. What you angry about? Because if you're going to be angry, you really should be angry about her portrayal, which I ain't seen. I'm looking at, Grand Madam Tarot said it, I'm looking at quite a few Gen Z. Oh, they eating it up. But it ain't just Gen Z. It's quite a few baby boomers in Generation X in that. You don't see nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I'm throwing the flag on the plate. It's quite a few of us participating in that nonsense. Well, see, I can give Gen Z an excuse. What's going on with Generation X? I can give Rob an excuse. But to my brothers and sisters that's Gen X and baby boomers, what's going on over here? Because honestly, we're the last link to the civil rights movement, right? What's going on over here? You got some gray hair. You remember having conversations with your great grandparents? What's going on over here? No, yeah. What's going on over here? That's the uncomfortable part, because you're supposed to be the ones, we're supposed to be the ones to tell them better. And it's quite a few of us ain't trying to do that. We part of the glazing game. We glazing too. Well, if the last connection to the civil rights movement ain't gonna stand up, we really think Gen Z gonna do it? Well, who gonna show them? No. Who gonna show them? Yeah, I might lose members today. I might lose members of the Rock With Me Nation today. Yeah, I get it. I understand it. But we asking tough questions. We asking tough. Who gonna do it? When you know right from wrong and you still do wrong, what does that say about you? Truth be told, hey, no, Theo, don't make You know how folks ask the question, how could folks vote against their own interests? We asked that question last, like, damn, how did you vote against your? We doing it right here with the damn MCU. The thing is, we're actually paying for it. Boy, okay, let me keep going. So Riri decided to don the suit of armor that she built after reverse engineering Tony's armor. That's a display of intelligence, right? Right. She was harvesting parts from in the school. She wasn't sneaking around in there. Right. Keep going. After flying around the country, trying to get the hang of her suit's flying capabilities, Riri intercepted a couple of inmates. And she wasn't no inmate. She wasn't no criminal. She intercepted a couple of criminals trying to get the hang of her suit's flying capabilities. They were escaping, the criminals, from New Mexico State Penitentiary. Think about where Riri went. Right. She managed to stop the speeding truck they were using as an escape vehicle, but at the cost of her armor's integrity. Riri eventually returned to her house. Her house. I said they stayed in a nice neighborhood, right? Her house. To keep working on her suit, much to her mother's dismay. After learning of Riri's accomplishment from the dean, from the dean. Yeah, the dean didn't kick her out of school. He hollered at Tony. You ain't never heard of Riri Williams? Yeah. No, I ain't never heard of her. You need to go holler at her. She working with something. She cooking with grease. Yeah. What? Yeah. She designed her own damn suit of armor. You need to go holler at her. Tony like, okay. Tony pull up the Riri mama damn house. Riri and her mama in the main room, the living room. She trying to tell Riri, now mind you, I'm doing this off memory because I just recently read it. Her mama trying to talk her out of it. We get a knock at the door. They open it. It's Tony. Tony standing there like, oh, how we doing, ladies? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Going on. And I think I did a damn video out there on the damn, now that I think, might be why it's coming back to memory like this. Tony said, what you working on? She don't want to show him. She, as in Riri. She thinking she didn't got in trouble. See? Not looking for trouble, thinking she didn't got in trouble. See, there's a difference there? Because she had Tony's helmet. See, thought she was in trouble. Not going above and beyond to look for trouble, getting in trouble. No, that's not how the character was written. Tony said, well, show me. She showed it to Tony. Tony like, oh, shit. You did this yourself? Tony looking at you. You did this yourself? She like, yeah. Tony looking at her mama like, yeah, she already, she gone. yeah. Mama like, I don't want her going down that road. Tony like, too late. We can't do nothing now but help her because she gone. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and take y'all out to dinner. Yeah, Tony took both of them out to dinner. Let me go ahead and take both of y'all out to dinner because Lord Jesus have mercy. Yeah, that's Riri's story. You got any of that in the first 3 episodes? Hell no, you ain't. Hell no, you. The fact that I keep mentioning Tony, I know you ain't got that in the 3 damn episodes. But who's replacing Tony? That part of it, because this whole Ezekiel stain thing, yeah, that's cute, but no. Yeah, this whole Red Hood thing, yeah, that's cute, but no. Folks telling me I need to watch it. What for? I got the better story in the comic books. I ain't feeling like I'm visiting stereotypical tropes by reading the story in the comic book because she's smart. All right, all right. After learning of Riri's accomplishment, Tony Stark visited her and chose to endorse Riri's desire to become a superhero. Endorse. That's another way of saying sponsor. That's another way of saying she's financially good. You know how we watched Captain America Civil War? Tony was at MIT and he blessed all the students and he said, yeah, all your projects paid for. Yeah, Riri falls in that category. Yeah, she ain't struggling. She ain't struggling at all. She not. She not. Let me read this one more time. Let me say this. Let me say this. After learning of Riri's accomplishment, Tony Stark visited her and chose to endorse Riri's desire to become a superhero. In the MCU, she then went to Wakanda, built a suit of armor, came back broke. In Marvel Comics, she wasn't broke. She didn't even have to go to Wakanda to build a suit of armor. She actually did it right there at MIT. After that, Tony had her backing. Mind you, did I say Pepper is still in the MCU? Right. Using a repaired version of her armor, Riri later assisted Iron Man during the second superhero civil war, fighting against the forces of Captain Marvel. I could go further, but I don't think I need to do so. I'm going to keep up with these notes, then I'm going to go on about my business. She made the suits from parts that were given to her based on the scholarship money they gave her. She ran out of scholarship money and hustled the rest. Still here suit to take. If that ain't her character. Because I've heard us ask, why is that what she was doing? I know that's why she was doing, but why is that what she was doing? Just because Tony Stark isn't around in the MCU, Pepper is, Rhodey is, doesn't mean she has to be still written as a struggle bunny. Why is she being written like that? And mind you, she's not the first black character in the MCU to be written as a financial struggle bunny. She ain't. As a matter of fact, this is the second MCU series featuring a black character where that black character is struggling. This is the third MCU series in which a black character is struggling, point blank, period. Nick Fury. Damn. Now, I ain't trying to be funny, but I remember seeing the dude that played Knight Rider, Greg Evigan. I want to say he played Nick Fury, and I at least seen him punch somebody in the damn mouth. Over here, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So what you're telling me is her armor was busted when she was fighting crime and not committing it? Oh, wow. Yep. Keep up with these notes. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Just wanted to get that reel out there. I find it hilarious people's, this is coming from S. Jaddix. I find it hilarious people's defense is, oh, well, she needs a character arc. She was hustling before her trip to Wakanda and after, so she learned nothing from Ramona dying. Thank you, S. Jaddix. Mind you, living with abandonment issues at the age of 13. Do you know what that's like? You've already lost one parent. Do you know what that means? That means as a child, every time Riri Williams' mother walked out the front door, Riri was possessed by a thought that other children didn't have to deal with. Her mama might not come back. Yeah, that's a real ass condition. Say she got a sister. Yeah, that fear, every time her sister walks out the front door, she take too long coming back. Riri is losing her collective ish. That's a symptom of abandonment issues. Now, mind you, I said that because that's ask me. Ask me. But we're not asking. We don't care to ask those of us that are knowledgeable because we just want what we want. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Like Riri has got a dead stepdad, a dead best friend, and Ramona died for her. Pete didn't need 3 people to die for him before he stopped being selfish. Uncle Ben was enough. Now I tell him, says, so Marvel read this and said, nah, this ain't good enough. Let's make her a criminal. Somebody did. Somebody did. And his top G1 said the showrunner is a black woman, which is disappoints her even more. Yeah. Somewhere along the line, somebody black looked at this story and said, this is what we're going with. And after they said it, it's been a whole, as Grand Madam alluded to, but I don't think it's just Generation Z. We like this. What did Flash by Night say? It appeals to people. Well, I see people that complaining about it still consuming it. That damnest thing to me. So you know what it is, and you still can't say no. Now, mind you, I'm saying that, and based off the fact that this started with recast T'Challa, no T'Challa, no dollar. We ain't supposed to be effing with Ironheart. Period. See how that go? See how that go? See, if we go all the way back, what was it? Chadwick passed away 2020. We're supposed to be done with the MCU in 2021. It's 2025. Stop asking about T'Challa. Stop asking about T'Challa, because it's quite a few of us still engaging, publicly engaging. We ain't even doing it in secret. No, it's quite a few of us publicly engaging in MCU content. Stop talking about T'Challa. Stop. Folks drift away because of FOMO. Yeah. Ecstatic. Also, the MCU is in the weakest position it's ever been in. So if you're afraid to speak up now and push Marvel now, then we'll. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Ecstatics they won't. They have found happiness in slavery, like Cypher in the Matrix. Most are off code. D. Steezel. Flash by Night. Yep. And in regards to the question about making Moon Knight Jewish, no, they were not going to do that. This right here, don't claim a movement if you don't stand for it at all. Some of us need to know better, because we know how detrimental that is to a movement. I don't even get it. And this be the damnest thing to me. So we don't know how to be sneaky. Or is this the day and age of social media where we feel like we got to put all our business on social media? We don't know how to do it and not tell nobody? Like, you can't say you want T'Challa recast, but bragging about every damn MCU product, covering every damn MCU product, reviewing every damn MCU product, got an opinion of, no, you're supposed to walk away from that. You're supposed to walk away from. You know what would be nice? What would be nice if me saying I'm done with the MCU, nobody would talk to me about the MCU, but we still talk about it, don't we? What for? Ex-fans who won't hesitate to call Marvel out if MCU Kitty Pryde ain't Jewish, well, they're dead. And you need to know ex-fans don't play. No, Theo, We said put Aurora and T'Challa together. Watch where I go with this one. We did 2 interviews with the writer of Storm, even feeling like how we felt about how what went down in issue 3, all hell didn't break loose until T'Challa showed up in her comic book the second time and actually said something. X fans went to social media and went ballistic. The writer left Twitter. What we were talking about in regards to T'Challa and Aurora being together wasn't that bad. The X fans pissed that T'Challa showed up in that. Oh, the writer left Twitter. Think about that. Kamoyo King, Flash by Night says Riri wanted to smoke. She did. She did. I haven't watched the show, Kamoyo King, and honestly never will for the most part. Heck, even if T'Challa was recast, it still won't be all good and all is forgiven. You know what? You kind of got a point. You kind of got a point. And I think, and this is the part that I really wanted to drive home here. When is enough enough? This ain't just about Riri Williams. This ain't just about T'Challa. You should be done. I do the videos and everything like that, and I be seeing people agree with me just to go back and get to do the same damn thing. As a black person, can you tell me why James Rose is still paralyzed? No, you cannot. So if that's the case and you know it's wrong, you know it's inconsistent, then at what point as a black person are you offended to the point where you're done with the MCU? When do you get offended? Or are you just fine with being stepped on? You're an Ironheart fan. Okay, you got daughters. You showing them this trash? Are you showing them this as a form of inspiration or as a form of entertainment? And at what point as a parent does it stop being about simple entertainment and become about development of our children's character? What we doing? Our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, our nieces, our nephew, we Gen X. We baby boomers. And hell yeah, I'm displeased. I am. I'm displeased at our conduct in regards to, we should have tapped out a long damn time ago. We the oldest damn black generation out here. If we part of the get along game, what the hell that say about them? What they gonna do? We leading or we following? We dictating or we being dictated to? The last damn generation to have a link to the civil rights era, and we sitting up here acting weak as hell. Yeah, I'm pissed. And if you think I'm talking about you, I probably am. Because I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I'm disgusted of it. I'm sick of complaining, all the whining about we can't get this, we can't get that, we deserve this, we deserve that, yet we actually participate in our own damn demise. You pissing me off. You pissing me off. I'm sorry. You're pissing me off. Some of you damn veterans. I said it. Some of you damn veterans. What you fighting for? When do you get to make an excuse as a damn veteran? You're supposed to be standing for something. The very first damn thing we said, I ain't even got to talk about black representation, black imagery, black love, black loyalty. We said T'Challa no dog. It was non-conditional. Me and Darryl threw down the damn flag. We said, no, we're not effing with y'all. Why? Because we were supposed to be standing on the strength of how they treated that character and how they disrespected that actor's memory. Damn, that was temporary as hell. But some of us would still cry, recast T'Challa. Stop. Stop. Don't say nothing about recast T'Challa. Don't say nothing about black representation, black loyalty. This is another litmus test, and we're failing. This is another litmus test, and we're failing. T'Challa is black excellence. They treated him like trash. James and Lamar, James Rose is a full bird colonel. And he's written like trash. Lamar Hoskins was the highest ranking enlisted you could have. E9. They treated him like trash. There's some consistency here. Lawrence Fishburne came in as Bill Foster. You didn't see him do a damn thing. Just like you saw Isaiah come in, Carl Lumley, and didn't do a damn thing. Just like Elijah was there and didn't do a damn thing. Just like Derek Luke playing a role of Gabe in Captain America, the First Avenger, was there and didn't do a damn thing. We've gotten quite used to our characters, by and large, not doing a damn thing except struggling. And that's being put in front of you. And you like it. You, even though you know it's inconsistent with the stories from the comics, you like it. And you're going to get mad at those of us that look like you that don't. Well, if I'm going to go see New Jack City, I'm going to go see New Jack City. If I'm going to watch Black Mafia Family, I'm going to go watch Black Mafia Family. I'm not necessarily sure if I'm checking for Black Mafia Family to be in New Warriors. I know damn good and well New Warriors ain't showing up in Black Mafia Family. I know damn good and well Riri Williams is not showing up in Book of Power. Well, I'm not looking for Book of Power to show up in Ironheart nothing. So that's just it. Kamoyo, Riri might have talked herself out of Wakanda to tell the truth. Why is she struggling? Bam. Like I said, Wakanda, no Wakanda. Shorty still sitting there. I Love You 3000 still sitting there and everything like that. No, she shouldn't be struggling at all. Stop searching for the answer. She shouldn't be. Between Wakanda, between Tony, between Wakanda in the MCU, between Tony in the comics. She shouldn't be struggling at all. I ain't trying to hear nothing about she asked out of it. No. Why you struggling? You ain't got no excuse. Somebody just want me to entertain it. I'm not. Kamoyo King ain't the issue. The issue is why does every black, that right there, what S. Jaddick is saying. Why does every black American hero has to struggle? And I ain't gonna say financial because they all struggle. What was Luke struggling to do? Get Harlem together? Bro, you Luke Cage. You the coolest dude in Harlem. Everybody want to be like you. Now, mind you, I'm from New York. The Boogie Down. BX. Yeah, Bronx Bombers. Who ain't rocking with Luke? Luke wear Timbs. Like in New York. We talking New York. That's why I say I don't be knowing who be writing out stuff. Who ain't rocking with Luke? The whole neighborhood rocking with Luke. Blocks rocking with Luke. And criminals ain't messing with Luke. They didn't got up out of the Bronx. They didn't move. Ain't nobody black finna F with Luke. No, that ain't what that is. They ain't no. It's 4 other boroughs. We ain't gotta be here with this dude. Keep going here. Kamoyo King, that's exactly the point. Sam has a government job. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Sam got it. You mean tell me, so this, you ready? Sam in Falcon and the Winter Soldier was a government contractor. If you know somebody that is a government contractor, if you yourself are a government contractor, you know damn good and well you ain't broke. You far from broke. Oh, you might not go on that many missions for the government, but when they do send you out on a mission, oh, they didn't pay you well. Undercover mission, spy mission. It ain't nobody supposed to know about it, and you do it, and you come back home. Oh, that paycheck nice. That paycheck real nice. Y'all sitting there like, no. You need to understand that paycheck somewhere damn near 6 figures. That paycheck damn near somewhere it's at least 5. It's at least 5, and you know that. So why was Sam struggling? Shouldn't have been. Shouldn't have been. S. Chaddick, that's exactly the point. Sam has a government job and is struggling. Roddy has a billionaire bestie and he's struggling. Riri and Damn have Wakandan tech and they struggling. Where's Monica? Nobody wants to talk about where's Monica at. They just want to go watch it. Making Riri a criminal when she lost her stepdad and best friend in criminal activity just contradicts each other. Kind of like that whole thing about leaving your child over there in another island when you told your daddy to bring his nephew home. Good catch. D. Steezer, Riri in Black Panther Wakanda Forever was as random as Monica in WandaVision. Yep. Also, why do the sisters in the MCU all have to be hard? I ain't got that one yet. I think Monica was the softest one we had, but I low-key understand. Y'all like, Theo, don't go there. You turning down the sexiness. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, you got to, because my women bad. My women bad. You want me to keep looking? Now, I like Scarlett Johansson. I do. But Scarlett Johansson ain't got nothing on my sisters. Now she don't. you don't mind putting some tight clothing on this one over here. Now some tight clothing on Florence Kasumba. I'm gonna tell you what that's like. Remember how for years we were watching women's tennis and nobody had anything to say? Women was wearing short skirts and everything like that. Nobody had anything to say. Here come the Williams sisters. They can't wear what they was wearing. it looked wrong when they wear it, don't it? Remember when Serena literally had on a one-piece short set. It stopped like I don't want to say it was mid-thigh. It didn't go on, but it wasn't her crack wasn't showing. Then she looked wrong where everybody told yeah, they don't want that. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. They don't want that. They don't want that. Only difference still is that Gen X and Boomers have been programmed longer. You know, there's another way of looking at that, Kamoyo. Could we say we've been programmed longer? Yes. Could we also say we've experienced it longer? Yes. Could we say we're more familiar with it than any other generation? Yeah. And the reason why I'm throwing those different words out there is because they say when you know better, you do better, right? Well, we know we should. We should know. Thus, we should be better because it ain't like those that came before us didn't tell us. We were actually raised by them and everything like that. So we should be able to just I'd like to think. Where's the Wakanda suit? Don't know. Probably kept it. So what you're telling me is her arm, yeah, it got busted fighting crime, not committing crime. Kamoyo, the Wakandans took that itch back at the end of right. Name me one superhero that hasn't broken the law. That's not the point. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Black Shogun one. That's not the point. And too many of us have reduced it to that. Wanting to make it about that. Name me one superhero. No, talk to me about her origin story. Because even in her origin story, is she not taking stuff that doesn't belong to her in the comics? That's very different than her shaking down a fellow student in Black Panther 2 because she illegally did his term paper. That's not Riri Williams' character. It might be somebody's character, but it's not hers. And if it's not hers, why are we settling for that? Oh my, I came in early and closed my eye for a minute. I just woke up. What did I miss? Nothing much. Hey, grandmadam, Riri out here cheating, stealing, and killing. William Morgan, what's going on? She ain't no hero. This is what Disney thinks of us. They think we're all DEI humans. This show is insulting. You know what Mr. William Morgan is saying, while some folks might not want to hear what he's saying, there's that cognitive dissonance thing because you just want to do what you want to do and you don't want nobody telling you you're wrong or that maybe you shouldn't be doing it. But if you read the character in the comics, this ain't her. So the show is insulting because who's the target audience for the show? Because some influencer said that on TikTok, us older men weren't the target audience for the show. Neither of my daughters. Yeah, not the 30-year-old, not the 24-year-old, not the 13-year-old, not the 12-year-old. Yeah, no, this ain't targeted for them because ain't none of them criminals. They not. They not. No, we're not doing that. And last I checked, every child got every parent. So she ain't no struggle bunny. She not. So I don't know nothing about this right here. Thank you so much, Mr. William Morgan 7769 for pulling up. D. Steve, the grandmadam, Black Shogun 1. If her suit, if it was her suit, then how was the school able to lock her out? A lot, grandmadam. Just we watched the first half. Will you define DEI humans? They think we can't do anything without their help. Yeah, I ain't even mad at it. I ain't even mad at it. He hitting it dead upside the damn head. Hey, yeah, they think we can't do a, which is crazy because that's not history. But yeah, yeah. Now tell them the software. That's how they locked out because she used the computer system from the school. There's software and hardware. They're two separate things. And yeah, and see that is once again another explanation. Ain't got nothing to do with the character's development. We all know everything Disney does is for the end user. White females who think they are social justice warriors. So are all of you finishing the last 3 episodes, or are you holding the line you did not hold to begin with? Hardware, the suit part she bought, computer operating system hardware. Black, so if they're able to lock her out, then the suit did not belong to her. Here we go. Is she not a genius? I'm gonna say it because we talk about our excellence as Black characters being put on full display. Is she not a genius? How does school lock her out? Lock her out of what? She's being billed as Tony's replacement. The school locked her out of what? Because ain't no school locking Tony Stark out of anything. Nothing. And they're billing her as his. So the school locked her out of what? The school managed to lock somebody out who built a device capable of finding vibranium anywhere. The school locked out somebody who was capable of building her own suit of armor. That's awfully convenient. I'm sorry, but this wasn't going to be your need for a Cosby kid who likes tech. Why not? Oh, we got to get Ghost Son to like the tech. I didn't. nuanced and seriously don't have a problem with it. Gentlemen, it's poor writing whether she can access the suit or not. Let's lock back into the lesson. Bam. Because all we're doing is deflecting. And mind you, you ain't got to deflect if they just tell the story from the comic book. Your question should be, as a black person, this will be the waking up part of it. Why deviate so hard from the comics to not only nerf the character, but portray her in a negative light? Stop telling me about criminal stuff. No, she's a full-blown criminal. And it ain't got nothing to do with irredeemable, because if she does what those that commit redeemable crime does, that's fine. You got introduced to this character as a damn criminal. Now, I got to ask the question, is that what you're used to? All your characters can be criminals, because that whole thing about name me one superhero shouldn't even matter. If you know she stole parts in her writing story, why alter it so that she goes to such extremes in the live action version? Asking me, do all superheroes at some point become criminals? That's disingenuous. Everyone locked back into the discussion. Hit the like, you lurkers. White ones are not MLK. Kamoya King fact. Some people believe the writing of reducing a super genius young black woman to a criminal is perfectly okay. And the question needs to be asked why. Because what, to Kamoyo's point, her story in the MCU ain't got a damn thing to do with her story in the comic books. If you black and you're supposed to be a knowledgeable comic book fan, you know that. Stop lying. See, that's the thing. I caught quite a few of y'all in a lie. You've been lying for what? You getting paid by Marvel? Are you getting paid by Marvel? Because this ain't the character in the comic books. Stop that lie. Because that is their belief as to how black people are to be depicted. It is so insidious that even black people co-sign that BS. Yep. Netflix LC wasn't even from Harlem. He's from Savannah, Georgia. Bam. Lest we forget the hand of Coogler in this. He is the influence. He is the influence. And that's about it. I get it. I understand it. If I offended you, my bad. But you said you pro-black. You said you wanted T'Challa back. You said you wanted better representation. You said you wanted better imagery. Well, you settled it. You settling and you making excuses for it, and you're going above and beyond to denigrate your brothers and sisters that ain't going along with that nonsense. You want to be okay with it. Well, you know what? You're going to be okay with your own elimination. You don't want to look at it like that. You know it's wrong. You just don't want to be told it's wrong. Well, no. You need to, you know what? I don't mind being held to a standard. I don't. You can hold me to the standard? That's fine. I'm going to do the same damn thing and not have a problem doing it. No, some of y'all out here effing up. Some of y'all out here in the streets publicly burning the candles at both ends. You'll be over here saying one thing and then go over there and say something else, as if folks not watching you. Then you're not thinking about who you are as a person, because truly you don't see the value in yourself. You are a black social media influencer. You committed to doing videos every damn week. You're a voice for a demographic, and they looking at you. Ain't you doing it for the clicks? Ain't you doing it for the likes? Ain't you doing it for the views? You never stop to think who you think everybody that's watching you is a fan of yours. So some folks looking at you to learn, to see how you moving. We ain't learned a damn thing. Let me help you out. The Republican Party, this ain't political. It's just to show a unified mindset. Did you see how they moved last year in 2024? Whether they had a brown wife or not, they still threw brown people up under the bus. They moved in lockstep to get the presidential nomination. We can't even move lockstep to get a damn fictional character recast, and want to go above and beyond to make excuses for it, okay it, explain it. You ain't got to explain nothing to me. I ain't got to explain nothing to you. Bad writing is bad writing. And I'm damn sure never going to justify bad writing when we getting good writing over here. The purpose for this video, 2 reasons. The Glazers, y'all lying. Y'all say this character is basically the same character in the comic book. That's a blatant lie. That's a blatant lie. Riri Williams, on your browser, type in 616. Riri Williams 616. That'll tell you about the comic book character. You Glazers full of it. You just happen to be led by a big Glazer. That's effed up because he ain't you. Then you ABPs, angry black people. You're telling folks ain't nothing wrong with the character because you come up in society where everything is painted like that. But you don't even live that life like that. Well, I don't give too damn about the Proud Boys. They're going to be the Proud Boys. The Glazers, my money is my money. And you wouldn't tell anybody, you wouldn't get down like that if it was your character. The angry black people, what you angry about? Because you ain't angry about the right thing. There are quite a few things in Ironheart for you to be angry about as a black person. You're not angry about that though. You're not angry about the misrepresentation. You're angry about what the Proud Boys are saying, but you shouldn't give 2 damns about what the Proud Boys are saying because they the Proud Boys. You're angry about people that are black that are able to articulate what's technically wrong. When I say technically, from a technicality, from an execution, from a storytelling standpoint, what's wrong with this character? Because what you want to do is you want to watch Ironheart and still get your P-Valley fix. Yeah, you want to watch all black content and get your Ghost Book of Power BMF fix. It don't matter what it is. You probably watch all them shows over there on Tyler Perry. In essence, you can't get enough of black drama. You can't get away from it, not in your day-to-day life. Hell, not even in your own damn entertainment. It's a damn shame. You ain't ever got to worry about getting what anybody else got, as long as you settling for what we get. I'm out. What does Gray always say? You get the representation you settle for. Riri Williams was a whack derivative from the jump. It didn't work in the comics either. The show was a villain origin story. All derivative characters suck mostly. You know, Robin was a derivative character of Batman. I don't think we're saying that. Roy Harper was a derivative character of Oliver Queen. I don't think we're saying that. I don't think we're saying that. Miles Morales is a derivative character of Peter Parker. It's a lot of success there. So I don't think we're saying that either. I think what we may have fallen into the trap of is blaming how a character is viewed based on piss poor writing. What we should start saying is not that derivative characters are, no, it's the writer. Characters aren't real. Characters cannot be held accountable for how they're perceived. Because damn, I'm not trying to be funny, but I've seen some characters where I was like, how, damn, how, why, what we doing? Here we go. The other Green Lantern, Jessica, she's a derivative character and got to be the umpteenth human Green Lantern that's out there. You know what they got her doing over there in the Green Lantern Corps right now? She ain't being written like that. No, they put a lot of respect on her. And how did she start off? Being literally scared of her own damn shadow. Character development. Got writers attached to her that actually care. So thank you so much to Duke of Tears. What does Gray always say? A super glazer addicted to negativity and don't even want to see it. Yeah. DC does sidekicks, but yeah, they don't mostly suck. No, hell, the Teen Titans, all of those were derivative characters. Every last one of them. Here come George Perez. Here come Marv Wolfman. Next thing you know, you might not be old enough to know this, but the Titans, how they started in the 60s and what we got in the 80s with the new Teen Titans, a comic book designed to go head to head against the all new, all different X-Men. Oh, yeah. That's how you got the Teen Titans cartoon. Both of them. That's how you got Young Justice. Marv Wolfman and George Perez. You can thank them taking those derivative characters. Beast Boy, changed them. Do you know when he came around originally? Do you know what group he started off with? Yeah. Garth Logan go back. Garth Logan as a character is older than quite a few of his fans. Yeah. Don't let that little boyish demeanor fool you. Gar been old. I would love this show if Riri was written like she was in the comics. Thank you. What would be wrong with that show? That was why I read her origin story from Marvel Wiki. What's wrong with that story? What's wrong with her origin story in the comics to where I gotta ghetto-fy it, urban-fy it, if you will, for it to be palatable to black people? What was wrong with her story in the comics? Please don't say because Tony not around. Please don't say that, because that's a lie. No. What was it about her story in the comics that's not compelling? That I gotta take such drastic detours with it for folks to like it? I don't think we got a good answer. But the reason for the video, it's one person watching. My apologies. Let's say 10 watching, 10 people watching. The character represents us. Character's supposed to represent the best of us. She's a damn genius. That's what that is. What criminal element did I get from Tony Stark in his origin story? I'm not supposed to be getting one from her because she's supposed to be sponsored by Tony Stark. So this whole criminal justification, I want to explain it. You shouldn't have to explain a damn thing. You know, in the comics, Tony fronts her. So why is she struggling? Why are we even talking about what superhero? That's not her damn story. Sound like we just want to make excuses for it just so we can watch it. And I'm asking myself, why is that what we're continuously doing as a people? When truth be told, we were supposed to be done with the MCU 4 years ago. And we said why? We said they disrespected the #1 black character. We said they disrespected the black actor who brought that character to the screen. We then said they doubled down on it by being hypocrites by bringing in Harrison Ford. So at this particular point in time, why in the hell are we still capping? Why are we still explaining? Why are we still justifying? And why are we going above and beyond a lot of one another to do it? Now, those are all rhetorical questions. You can get mad because I asked them. I don't care. I know what I said in regards to T'Challa. I know what I meant. I know what I said in regards to black imagery, representation, love, and loyalty, and I know what I meant. I know what I meant. I thought I knew what some others meant as well, but that ain't what that is. Here it is Sunday. Grown folk, proud black folk excusing the trash that's in that damn series when they know the damn comics. It'd be something different if you did not know her story in the comics. You know her story in the comics, and you still accepting that trash, and you trying to get people to go along with it. Damn, grow up, grow a set, get some. You Gen X, you baby boomers, and this is what you're doing. Damn. If not now, when? X-Jadix asked the question. They can be pushed over the cliff right now. When you gonna grab a set, grow a set? Stop white-splaining black trash. Yes, I'm triggered. And here's why. Because way too many of y'all that I thought was down for the damn cause, you not. And that's disappointing as hell. Because you've been taking the Rock With Me Nation flag forward with you. I appreciate it if you just left it where it was. Leave it where it is. As long as you're conflicted, and that is absolutely your right, as long as you want to partake of the MCU, and that is absolutely your right, please leave the Rock With Me Nation flag right here. Don't take it with you. I can't tell you what to do with recast T'Challa. I can tell you what to do with no T'Challa, no dollar. Leave that flag right there beside the Rock With Me Nation flag. Don't mention no T'Challa, no dollar no more, because you're lying. You lying. You been lying. You ain't got it within you to stop lying, right? So just leave the flag right up. Both of them. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. And I ain't trying to, not only did they kill off T'Challa, they got rid of Cloak, Alex, Wilder, and Luke. They failed that. See all that? See all that? See all that? That right there. But now we know this already though. So Professor Film, you ain't saying nothing we don't know. It's some of us don't care. If you want to change something so bad from the comics, then at least have Pepper Potts knocking on Riri's door, showing her one to Tony. Yeah, like I said, no excuses whatsoever. Offering me an excuse is assuming, one, I can't think for myself. Two, I didn't read the comics. Three, I'm not adept at writing a story similar to one that's in the comic. It ain't that damn hard. You literally got the story right there. If you want to, yeah. It's because most of us ain't about it out there. It is what it is. Listen, I'm out. I said what I meant. I meant what I said. I'm sorry. I triggered you. I offended you. I apologize. But you know what? Constructive criticism is designed to do all of that. Constructive criticism is to really make you check yourself in and be like, damn, am I doing every damn thing I'm supposed to be doing? Or am I doing what I want to do? Am I doing what I want to do for myself? Or am I doing something for my people? Yeah, you need God. Yeah. All the tough questions. I made you mad. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Not. Why? Because y'all don't mind checking me in. Y'all don't mind correcting me, right? I say something wrong, you'll inbox me, right? You'll hit me up, let me know. Well, this me hitting you up. But you just don't care. You should, because it ain't just me noticing you. The Proud Boys seeing how you move, they laughing at you. Because every time you take the social media and you want to act strong and black, them Proud Boys over there like, that's a duck. Well, Marvel Studios ain't taking you seriously. You say you want T'Challa recast. They looking at you the same way the Proud Boys looking at you. They'll take whatever we give them. Don't worry about it. Ain't that what you been getting? We been getting since the actor passed away. Whatever they want to give us. Well, the epitome of stupidity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. And I think it's safe to say, ever since Chadwick Boseman passed away, those of us that call ourselves wanting the character recast, we've been doing the same damn thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. That's dumb. Listen, I'm out. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. I would love to say that this was a blast, but at the very least, it should have been a teachable moment. I've given you Riri Williams' origin story, and I didn't need 6 episodes to do it. I didn't need 6 hours to do it. I didn't need 3 hours to do it. No, actually, 1 hour and 59 minutes, and I probably could have wrapped it up in less than that. The question is, do you care? It's either yes or no. It's not my decision to make. I got Riri Williams, Ironheart, Marvel Cinematic, DC Universe at the house. I got the representation, the love, loyalty, and imagery that we deserve at my house. Thus, I'm not bothered by the nonsense that they put out. What bothers me in regards to it is us being influenced. That's what bothers me. Us being influenced, us being divided, us turning on one another, us not knowing how to have discourse with one another, us thinking that's all we deserve. That bothers me because I see how we talk to one another. But as far as what they got going on the TV, well, I am Generation X, and I'm grown accustomed to not seeing us either in live action on the big screen or the small screen. So I'm not pressed to have to watch it. I can read, I can write, I can draw. Yeah, I know I don't put that skill set out there. I can draw, and I got the action figures at the house. So I'm out. I ain't got to like what you're doing, but I still love you. I don't like what you're doing. I don't, because I think it's detrimental. Don't mean I don't like you. Don't mean I don't have respect for you. It don't. Just means I'm disappointed. And I'm asking for you to have a conversation with yourself. That's all I'm asking. Ask yourself, what are we really doing as a people? Stop playing and acting like this ain't bigger than just the movies. You live in America. You know what propaganda is. If not, you need to go back to 2024 because that's propaganda real nice. You see how folks went with what they were told. They ain't do no research for themselves. And you see how people voted against their own interests. You saw that because they kept entertaining nonsense. Well, you want black excellence. How do you get it? You don't get black excellence by accepting black nonsense of any kind. You don't. You got to be prepared to do what the Snyderverse fans did. You got to be prepared to do what the Moon Knight fans did. You got to be prepared to do what the X-Men fans did. And mind you, they didn't care about anybody's feelings. You couldn't tell them they weren't right. They didn't give two damns. It was what they wanted, and they were not going to spare any feelings or leave no parts of earth unscorched. Well, our ancestors moved like that back in the 60s and the 70s. I don't know what's going on in the new millennium, but if we as black people want anything going forward, and I mean this with the utmost sincerity, if we want anything going forward, we cannot move like this. It's detrimental. And they watching. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, like, share, subscribe. Whether you doing something I agree with or not, I still love you. It is what it is. We're not going to always do what the other person wants us to do. So it is what it is. Still got mad love for you. But you effing up. You effing up. The sad part about it is it ain't just you screwing over. You screwing over a whole damn demographic. Yeah. I would like for you to take me into consideration when you start making your own decisions out here. That said, remember the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. Like I said, we ain't got to agree. We don't have to agree on this. But I still do wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and soul. We out.